In today's video, the game director of Multiversus talks a little bit about an open beta. What is going on, Multiversers? Welcome back to the channel. We're back here on the old Twitter machine again. So we got three little news, informational tidbit stories, whatever you want to call them. But we're getting a little bit of more information about Multiverses, and the first one comes to us from the Shader Gamer. I think some of us know him, so Shader, good questions. And he asked them multiple here, and surprise, Tony answers them like he always does, right? But so Shader asked here, hey, how's it going? I have two questions for you. Shader had a conversation with one of his subscribers, and the first thing that they talked about apparently was outside of the bruiser and the tank and the assassin and the mage, those character classes, right? Because each character has a specific character class. But outside of those ones, could we possibly get a sixth one? Or could more character classes come into the game at some point later on? Maybe they're still saving some. We got a surprise up our sleeve. There could be another one that gets announced that hasn't been officially announced yet for whatever future characters that come out. But and then also any chance down the line that y'all do more play tests with y'all to do an open beta possibly. So open beta, we're all interested in that one. So what does Tony say? So first off, good things, right? Hey, things are going well. Good to hear for game development, right? Things are going well. We're making good progress. Awesome. It's possible we can add more types, so that's kind of cool. Just it gives you a better, I don't know, variety and versatility to different play styles. Again, we have 5 currently, but if you can come up with a 6th one or 7th one that really focus on something, you know, specific, as a type of gameplay style, right? Like the assassin and the bruiser. Again, we don't know exactly how each character is supposed to fit into being an assassin or a mage or a tank or a bruiser, all that stuff. We don't know exactly the specifics yet, but I'm sure we'll get that information in due time. But continuing on, he does say that they want variety. So I guess more types are possible in the future, but that's, again, probably the future. But finishing up here, an open beta is probably likely. And we'll see what we learn in upcoming tests. Thanks for the question. And I think that's key here. Upcoming tests with an S at the end, as in multiple. So they're planning more tests before they might have an open beta. So this kind of should tell you, we're not going to get an official release date, right? First and foremost, if they have multiple more playtests that they're going to schedule, even before an open beta. So they're going to do the exact same thing they did with this last playtest. Put it out, probably invite a few lucky selected people. They'll come play it, give their feedback, and then hopefully, you know, they'll implement more changes, see what you know, the feeling is. Once they do that, then they have another playtest, maybe bigger group of people get invited to that one, and then we'll kind of see. So I wouldn't expect a concrete release date based on them doing more tests in the future. So it's just kind of, I know it kind of sucks to hear that it shouldn't be, or we probably won't get a concrete release date. Again, it's still 2022. We're only halfway through February. There's, what, 10 and a half months left? So we got a long time before the game could still come out, and we'll see how it happens. But open beta could be possible, which is good. And hopefully everybody, all the regions getting involved, and everybody's just able to play. Maybe even they skip the open beta and they go straight into early access and go, all right, we did our playtest. We think we have the game in a good spot. Early access, here comes the game. Go ahead and play it. That'll essentially be their open beta before it officially releases and they start releasing more content. It'll just kind of be a good way to gather a whole ton of information, but we'll see how that goes. But before an open beta is possible, they got more upcoming tests planned. Next one that I found very intriguing was a question that was asked. This one was asked on February 14th, so this was a few days ago. But the question was asked, can we feint or fake attacks to trick the opponent? Now that's interesting. So I don't know if they mean, like, can you, like, if you're going for a big forward smash like attack, right? Can you cancel out of that like halfway through the animation and just go smoothly into something else? That could be kind of nutty, actually, for this kind of game. If, like, every character could do that, but Tony's response is, yes, you can feint attacks or fake some you can fake some attacks to kind of trick the opponents. Certain attacks allow this. So it maybe not every character, but depending on, maybe he means type of attacks. Maybe you can fake smash-like attacks. Like I was saying, you could fake it and then go into a quicker hitting move, right? So fake a forward smash, go into a forward tilt for maybe the move comes out quicker and you kind of catch your opponent off guard a little bit. But if you can make use of that sort of mechanic in the game, that could be a huge game changer, right? And that could be a huge game changer. But again, he says certain attacks will allow this. So not every attack. Again, I'm not sure exactly what he means by feinting or fake attacks. I don't know if that just means you can cancel out of attacks, or if certain moves have, like, all right, you have a little combo going, but you can just stop it immediately and then pick up into something else. I'm not sure exactly, but it's something to take note. It's a cool little gameplay thing, right? I know fighting games do have this, but you know, it just kind of depends on characters and play styles. Maybe that could kind of factor into some of a new play style, or one of the current play styles that we have. Maybe a bruiser, an assassin, or something. Assassin has certain attacks. You just stop them, cancel them, fake them, whatever it might be. So if you can pull off fake attacks in this game, again, that's going to be pretty nutty, and that could really mess with your opponent who maybe hasn't seen that sort of stuff before, and then you go to do an attack, they're like, oh, here it comes, I'm going to dodge the other way, and then you fake it and turn around and hit them with something else. That could be kind of that'll be crazy, but we'll have to wait and see a little bit more on this. And last but not least for today is a question about a specific character. Now, again, Tony usually can't tell us anything about specific characters because either one, it will break NDA because, oh, he just revealed a character that they couldn't reveal yet, so he could maybe get in trouble, or two, he'll mention a character and then all of a sudden everybody will run with it and twist the words and say, nope, Tony confirmed it. Well, this one he kind of gives a little bit of an interesting answer. And somebody asked Tony about the possible of having Lord Blackhat. Now, Blackhat is from a series called Villainous, which I was personally turned on to by some members of the Multiversus arcade Discord. But I haven't started watching it yet. I really should, because I was reading a little bit on the wiki, and I'm very excited for this. I really, maybe this weekend I'll finally get to sit down and watch it. But so here's they asked Tony, is it possible to have Lord Blackhat in the game? And luckily, Tony responded. Tony just started watching the first episode. There you go. I just started watching the first episode, so we need to do more research on him. But if players want him, we can definitely ask. Again, just because it's a Cartoon Network show or Warner Brothers owns it, doesn't mean they could just go, yep, I'm going to add him just like that. No problem. No, they still got to ask permission to use the characters, even if it's a WB-owned property. So, again, Player First Games isn't a Warner Brothers studio. This is a separate studio from Warner Brothers. They're just using Warner Brothers properties, but they still need permission. But the thing with this is, I basically don't expect Blackhat for base roster. From the wording right here, and again, maybe they actually already have a ton of work done on the character. I doubt it, but we need to do some more research, which kind of shows that here's one character that I think we can at least rule out for base roster, and probably the first few characters that they may have planned after post-launch. So I'd rule him out for now, but again, if the players want him, then I guess they better provide that for us, right? Because again, being a games as a service, well, we're the ones that need to be serviced, right? And if you give us what we want, well, then we'll probably give you money, right? We'll buy the battle pass, we'll buy cosmetics, buy all that sort of stuff, right? So if enough people ask for Blackhat, essentially, any character, game mode, stages, whatever it might be, if enough people ask for it, then they should provide that. Hopefully, as long as they have the resources to do so. But I think we have one character that we can possibly rule out for base roster, and at least the first few characters after post-launch, because if they haven't done really much research on the character at all at this point, then I don't think his chances as of right now are too good, but things could always change in the future. But that is all that I got for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this little news tidbit story information thing, but that's all I got for this one. And I guess I'll see ya when I'm looking at you.